Welcome everybody to another I'm Not Doing That, Your Honor, I'm Running from the State episode of Lockdown 23 in 1. That's right, today we're going to witness a defendant go on the run during the Zoom court trial, and he doesn't keep it a secret. He tells the judge exactly what he's doing and where he's going. Also, we're going to see a judge express her feelings about a certain defendant's eyelashes. If you're to ask me, it's probably why she got smoked. So let's get right into it. If you enjoy all things lockup and crime related, then this is where you want to be. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell before you leave, and check out my playlist with many more videos for you to start watching today. Alright, so for the first clip, this young lady here is the defendant. And she's going to be going in front of the courts to try to get an early termination from probation. She was sentenced to 8 years of it, and people that get a lot of probation like this, if they're out in the streets with good behavior, yeah, they have the opportunity to petition to go in front of a judge and get early release. A lot of people don't know that they can do this, but you can. Either way, we're going to find out if she gets an early termination, as well as hear some remarks about her eyelashes.
All right, so there's a request for early termination on your case. I'm not inclined to give you early termination.
Gee, smoked already.
I mean, what you did was awful. And there's a concern with you working with the elderly, which is what I put in here, that you're not allowed to have any work with vulnerable persons, any elderly people.
Oh no, what'd she do?
So you want to be terminated early. Why should I do that?
Because, I mean, yes, I understand what I did was wrong. But I've never violated probation. I've never failed a drug test. I hold a steady job. And it's not even in the medical field anymore. I've been doing good. I know what I do. I just want to put this past me and then just move forward with myself, better myself for my kids and myself.
Kids or baby goats? I wish people would stop
My children.
Thank you. I wish people would stop using the word kids for children.
Kids or baby goats? What does that mean, ma'am? The judge said that to me. I know it's Smoketown.
Kids or baby goats? I wish people would stop
My children.
Thank you.
Baby goats are cute, though.
The complainant wants to move forward too, but you know why the complainant can't really move forward?
Why?
They don't have their engagement ring.
Ah!
So where's their engagement ring?
I'm not sure.
Find their engagement ring, and then maybe I'll consider early termination.
Ma'am, when I was sentenced for this, I thought we already charged it to the game.
I don't know what they said, what happened with it, but I know from my understanding, it was pawned in the pawn shop or something.
Well, I mean, this is an engagement ring that you're responsible for. So what do you mean? You're saying your understanding that it was pawned in the pawn shop. You're acting like some phantom did that. Who pawned it in the pawn shop?
Myself.
All right, so where is their engagement ring? They want their engagement ring. You're before me saying you want your probation terminated early because you're ready to move on with your life. She wants her engagement ring. And since this is an elderly person, that means that engagement ring, they probably had it since who knows where, how long. And that engagement ring cost that person $15,000. And how much did you pawn it for?
I don't even remember. It's been a few years now.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. You commit a crime.
She remembers.
And for you, it's like, oh, I'm done. I don't even remember.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not giving you early termination. You're going to do every bit of the 8 years that you're on for this probation. And you need to sit and think about the engagement ring that you stole from an elderly person when they allowed you into their home to take care of them, and you went and pawned it. And you're walking around enjoying your best life, wearing eyelashes that are too long. I don't know why people are doing that. I think that's a new style or something, but no. So you are not going to be offered probation early. So probation, please tell probation officers to quit submitting me documentation asking for her to be taken off early. I'll only truly consider taking you off probation early if you return her $15,000 engagement ring that you took to some pawn shop and they probably gave you maybe $200 for it. She wants her engagement ring back, and you should want her to have it back. And then until you internalize what you did to her, an elderly person allowing you into their home to work and you stealing their engagement ring, you have learned nothing on probation. That's all. The answer is no.
Judge, may I approach you?
Yes.
You heard it from the judge's mouth. The eyelashes are way too long. And you're doing every drop of probation, which is a little strenuous if you're to ask me, ma'am. You know, I mean, she's doing everything right. Yeah, she stole someone's engagement ring. It's pawned. It's gone. Everybody knows that, including the judge, but she's making it seem like she can just retrieve it. But just like doing bad, you get punished. If you're doing good, you should be rewarded in some way. She's been out in the streets, held a job, doing what's right for a few years, crime-free, being responsible, has multiple letters from probation officers written to the judge to release her from probation. This lady right here, if you're to ask me, unless she's just being really good and hiding everything for years, is a prime example of someone that has probably changed their life and is ready to be a model square citizen. But the judge saw otherwise. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes. I want to know from y'all in the comments section if you feel as though she should have been released early from probation. Me personally, I would have made sure she paid her restitution and fines. If so, then yeah. See you later. Have a good life. Don't steal no more. Alright, next up we got Daniel Lehman Jr., the defendant. We have your Honorable Judge Webster. And of course, the legendary Sally Port. Wow, and I always thought it was a holding area for inmates. Anyways, I forget what this guy's even going into the courtroom for, but he's gonna disagree with the judge on all levels. Disagrees with her so much that he goes on the run right there on the spot. And has some choice words for the courts and the state on his way out. This is what I call digging yourself a much bigger ditch than what you're already in.
Daniel Lyman, are you here?
Lyman.
Yes, Your Honor.
I said Lehman.
You still don't have counsel, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, let's take up your case.
I know today is my possession of marijuana on the payer appear and everything.
Okay, well, let me call that case number. We're on the record now in 2021 CR 274, State of Kansas versus Daniel Lynn Lyman Jr. The state appearing by and through Jared Regier, and the defendant in person and pro se. We have had a situation where you are supposed to pay November 28th of 2022. You did indicate you wanted to represent yourself without counsel and waived counsel on record. And you had been on diversion. You got another charge of driving while suspended. You ended up, it looks like, getting your diversion revoked, being found guilty at trial, sentenced, and you were supposed to have your case paid by today, February 6th. Now, what were you saying, sir?
The reason why I haven't had it paid yet is because the job that I was supposed to go for at American Eagle in Ottawa, it didn't plan out as planned. So I'm working at a motel over here in El Dorado.
Okay.
And it's just not bringing in as much money as it should. And I get paid twice a month. I have a lot of bills to pay, plus my court fines. I'm not trying to miss any of my court fines. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm trying to pay everything that I can at once. I was just going to ask you if I can start paying maybe between $20 and $50 a month. And my first payment I can put on this one is on the 8th of this month, guaranteed.
Well, you've always been allowed to make payments as long as you had it paid in full by your pay or appear date, i.e. today. So, now remind me, are you married or single?
I am single.
And remind me if you have children you support.
Right now I have a stepchild that I support.
Now you're single, but you have a stepchild that you support.
Yes, because I am in a relationship. I'm not married or anything. I'm in a relationship, but I support me, my fiance, and our child right now.
Well,
in the courts, it's always your child and it's your fiance. Always, man. You can't leave them behind. If you say it's your girlfriend of 2 weeks and her kid, you just met him, it ain't gonna hold the same kind of weight. You know what I mean?
I don't know why you're supporting these, why you've taken on new obligations when you haven't taken care of your old ones, such as paying your case. You owe, sir, $658.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
It's not that much.
And you have not made any payments since November?
Shaking them down.
I've
shaking them
barely been
down.
working. Like I said, I have this job, and everything. I've been paying my bills and everything because I do have rent to pay. I have my phone bill. I have my SR22 insurance that I'm trying to pay, so that way I can also get my license back. I have my fines to pay.
I had to pay an SR22, man, and things are pricey. Ma'am, you gotta give them a break.
I have a lot of stuff to pay right now, honestly, and I'm just not trying to go to jail over all this.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to ask you if you thought it'd be easier just to go serve the 90 days in jail and send these costs to civil collections. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, that's not gonna work for me, Your Honor. My schedule's tight. Like I said, I could pay $50 guaranteed on the 8th.
I was going to ask you if you thought it'd be easier just to go serve the 90 days in jail and send these costs to civil collections. Do you want to do that?
I don't, because it just messed everything up. Because I still have my Lyon County court case for my 2021 case back then when I had that case that I'm still trying to pay on as well.
What do you have going on in Lyon County?
I got it before this possession of marijuana case. It was a duty of driver / no DL at the time, and they dropped the duty of driver down to a no DL, and I'm just having to pay on that of $377 as well.
So you had a car wreck
Yes, ma'am.
without insurance?
No, it was with insurance. It was with insurance.
Okay, and you didn't report it to law enforcement and they found out about it?
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. It was my fault. I
Okay,
take
and
all
when
blame for
when
that.
did you do that?
That was in 2021, almost
Well,
2 years ago.
This case was in 2021, June of 2021. When was your
And-
Lyon County?
It was after I got served papers when I was on house arrest in Lyon County. Because I had completed my house arrest and I was on house arrest when I got into the wreck. I didn't report it. I got in trouble. I got a ticket.
How were
and-
you on house arrest and driving at the same time? House arrest means jail.
House arrest, I was going to work and back, and I ended up getting in a wreck.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they gave you work release from your house arrest,
Yes, ma'am.
and on your way to or from, you had a wreck, and then you didn't
Yes, and
report it.
And I failed to report it.
Okay, well, I just kind of wanted an idea of what was going on over there. Have you paid anything on that case?
I've been slowly paying on it and everything. I try to make $10 payments. If I can't make it, I call them and let them know, and they told me just to pay it next month and
So-
everything. So I have owed $377. I've only paid $20 on their case so far too.
So how come they've gotten $20 and I haven't gotten anything?
Nah, gah. Shake those pockets, Your Honor. He's got something. Sallyport ain't got time for none of this.
Well, how come they've gotten $20 and I haven't gotten anything?
I apologize. Like I said, I'm trying to pay everything all at once, and it's just all adding up on me. And I really don't want to go to jail over all this. I want to try to get it all paid. I know I'm not being very good at it right now, but I do
Okay.
apologize with everything I have,
Oh,
and I'm
Okay,
my first
hang
payment I
on.
can make.
Hang on, and you were on house arrest, and you got served with papers for possessing marijuana in another county. Is that what you told me?
Yes, because
Marijuana.
originally, back in 21, if you can let me just start over real quick. I got pulled over in the state of Kansas and in Butler County area, and I had my warrants active for Lyon County and Butler County at the time. I ended up serving my 7 days in Butler County for the city court. They transferred me over to Butler County or Lyon County after I got stopped for my possession of marijuana. And that's how I got my possession of marijuana. They did not take me to jail over my possession of marijuana. They charged me for my warrants, took me to jail over them. I served my time in Butler and Lyon County jail, got out on house arrest. By the time I got out on house arrest, I was served my marijuana papers. I got diversion for those. I completed my house arrest, got off, and now I just been fighting my duty of driver / no driver's license over there. Been trying to pay that off. Then I got another one through you guys for the no driver's license back in July and everything. And I just been trying to pay all 3 of these tickets off and paying my rent, my phone bill, my SR22 insurance to get my license back. I'm trying it all, I'm trying hard as I can and best as I can.
Mr. Lyman, I'm going to modify your sentence.
Uh-oh. Modify sentence means, she could say, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these fees, man. Just don't come up in my county no more. Or she could say, look, I didn't even get a 20, man. You're going to jail.
the remainder of your probation is going to, well, let me check. How long did we put him on probation for originally, Mr. Aguirre? It was 6 months non-reporting in November.
Your Honor, I'm showing in the journal entry non-reporting probation of 6 months following the court's order from the November 28th, 2022 hearing.
Sounds like she might be cutting him a break.
If he doesn't have this paid in full in 30 days, I'd like to do a motion to revoke diversion and modify this bill. I'm going to put you on reporting probation.
He don't like that.
You know, I feel like this is really unfair on me because, you know, I've had it really hard the past few years and I've been trying to get out of trouble. And, you know, I may not be able to pay all my fines off right away, but I am trying. And I feel like this is unfair because I do not get a break. I've not had a break since I've been 16 years old with the justice system.
It's shifting.
And I feel like this is truly unfair. In the state of Kansas, I always get in trouble. When I lived in Oklahoma for 3 years, I never got in trouble. I have not had one driving ticket, nothing in the state of Oklahoma. I come back to Kansas and I get in so much trouble and I don't even do anything. I drove once.
Oh no, we got a secondary Sally Port coming in. Not good. Zoom court or not, man, they'll come get you.
And I just feel like this is unfair on me. Just because I can't pay a fine.
Okay, sir, I understood you to say you drove in Lyon County, and you wrecked and didn't report it. So there, you drove that day, right?
Yes, and that was my fault. But
And
in the
then
meantime,
I understood
It's all your fault,
that
bro.
you drove in Butler County, and after this case,
Yes,
after
ma'am.
the marijuana case.
All
So
these
1
driving-
+ 1 = 2, Mr. Lyon. So you've driven at least twice illegally in Kansas.
Oh no.
Yes, ma'am. I have, but that is because I have to go to work and back. How am I supposed to go to work and back while I'm trying to get my license without anyone offering me to give rides? I'm not trying to walk out of town. If I live in Leon, Kansas with my parents at the time, how am I supposed to get back and forth to work if they can't give me rides and I'm the only one with the vehicle, but they don't want to wake up to give me rides and I have to go to work to go pay my stuff? How is this all fair with me? Because people won't give me rides. I can't drive and stuff like that. Yes, I live in El Dorado now and I walk to my workplace and everything, but
Where do you work in El Dorado now?
I work at motels, the Motel
Okay,
6,
you told me that. And where do you live?
Silverwood Apartments.
Okay, so that's not too far from where you work.
No, ma'am. And that's why I said I walk now. I don't drive. I'm trying everything that I can. You know, right now I feel like everything is gathering up on me and I can't have a chance to do anything because I'm trying to get my life together. I promise you, I'm not trying to drive. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Stop. Okay, you said you haven't been given a break. It looks like you were put on the deferred disposition docket, which means you were what, given diversion in this case initially?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you didn't comply with it. That was a break. If you'd done what you were supposed to, the charges would have been dismissed and kept off your record. So wasn't that a break? And you didn't comply with it, so you got that revoked. And then you were sentenced and given terms. I let you pick when you were going to pay this off, and you picked today. And
he picked this
then you
date.
didn't comply with that. You know, I didn't have to give you probation when I sentenced you. Probation is a privilege. It's not a right. So that was a break. I didn't put you in jail, right? That's 2 breaks right here in this case.
Oh no, another 2
Yes,
plus
ma'am.
1 plus
You're
1.
correct.
And if I transfer you to reporting probation, that's still a break, and that's a 3rd break. So I really don't think you have any grounds to sit here and say, poor me, Kansas is too mean to me.
Yeah, it is. It really is. If I had a choice, I would move out of Kansas right now and I would never
How can
come.
you say it's mean to you when we're giving you all these breaks and you won't quit violating the law?
Oh no.
I've been trying to stay out of trouble. I got in trouble once this year
All right.
for driving and I was trying to drive home from work.
For this year, you've already gotten in trouble in 2023?
Or not this year, 2022 is what I'm talking about. Sorry, I forgot it's 2023 now. But yes,
Oh,
in 2022,
no.
I only got in trouble once. I had not been in trouble ever since all my old cases. I only got in trouble that once in 2022 for driving back in July. I have not been in
We're not going
since.
to keep talking in circles here, and you're not going to
I'm gonna
convince
just
me.
move out of state because I'm done. I'm done dealing with this. I'm moving out of state. I'm moving
Well,
right now.
Oh
Well,
no,
not
don't
unless
do
you have
that.
court authority in all your cases to move out. You're not, because you're on probation.
And you guys ain't coming to get me. I will move out of state.
You supervised probation, and you have 30 days to get this all paid. Call your probation officer this morning.
I'm not doing any of it. I'm moving out of state. I'm packing my stuff up right now.
Oh,
You're telling me you're not going to comply with my orders?
Fine. Yes, I will.
Ah,
I will apply with your orders.
good move, bro.
I am going to, where do you
Good
live?
move. All right.
Silverwood Apartments.
Silverwood Apartments in El Dorado.
Apartments. Sally Port's tuned
I
in
am
now.
transferring your probation. You are to call the probation office, and you have 30 days to have this paid in full.
Or else I go to jail.
You either go to jail or you get your probation extended, whichever we decide to do. If you can show me you need more time to pay it, that you've made a good faith effort, I will certainly consider extending it, but you will be in violation of your probation, and it'll either be extended or you'll get it revoked and go to jail, one or the other.
In my
Because
opinion, this is really, really stupid.
So she's giving him 30 days to come back and pay the $600 fee. If he doesn't, his probation could be extended or it could be revoked and he goes back to jail. Which isn't a bad deal if you're to ask me. But at the same time, if he says he could pay $50 a month, I'd at least give him a try with that. And then tell him, if you miss a payment now with this $50 that you promised, I'm putting you in jail. And there ain't no one that you can blame except for yourself. Right? If I was the honorable judge. But she's making it a little bit harder. Pay it by 30 days. And to some people, $600 in 30 days, it's impossible. It just ain't happening.
you have, as I understand it, Mr. Regier, he has violated the law since he was put on this probation in November. And if that is correct, that's a violation of his probation. I understood him to say he got a driving while suspended. Is that right, Mr. Lyman?
Oh, no.
Yes, Your Honor. Because of your stupid ass motherfucking state of Kansas.
Okay,
Oh,
you've just been
no.
found in contempt of court.
You know what? I can do fucking less. Fuck you. I'm moving out of
All
state.
right, you are in contempt of court.
I've never seen a guy duck the smoke, man. He's out of there. Like the Roadrunner, man. Jeez. Sally Port, sorry. Hold on. Let me get you out of that. Man, oh man, what a ride today, huh? I swear watching these court cases make me feel a lot better about my situation. Even if I'm not going through a bad situation, it just makes me feel better. Because I lived this life and I remember the pain, the terror, the not knowing. It's not the life you want to live, ladies and gentlemen. So do what's right, follow the rules and regulations. Believe it or not, it's pretty simple. You just got to have the willpower. But unfortunately, many people don't, so they keep going in and out, deeper and deeper into the system. Shout out to all them individuals out there that did make their way out and is doing what's right. But as always, stay tuned. I got plenty more content coming your way. In the meantime, y'all be easy, be safe, and more importantly than anything, stay free.